Grand Rising family and good Sabbath. One love on this good Sabbath. I got a video right here. This video right here is gonna prove a few points that I was making on my video since I've been making videos about a year. Got a year or so. I always talk about we was on and stuff, and back in the farther you go back in our history, melanated history or so-called black history or so-called African American history, you see nothing but greatness. And we at our weakest point and our lowest point right now. And this video gonna prove, a little bit of that. Like it's gonna prove about the greatness. It's gonna prove about we was millionaires. It's gonna prove that we the original Americans and this is our land, and we been on this stuff like these oil rigs and all this stuff is belong to us. And it's gonna prove another thing. I made a video talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I was talking about how they said they burnt Tulsa and all that, and I think that was a lie. Back in 1921 and all that, and this video gonna prove that what I was saying was right. Like it was something funny in the game that was a psyops. Just chilling on the Sabbath. Here go my Sabbath right here, baby. Let me see. Yeah. I'm in my eighth moon. I'm on my second Sabbath of my eighth moon. Yeah, let me get to this little video. I'm gonna be pausing it and get to little points. This is not gonna be no long video, but I'm gonna start it right here. I got this video. Shout out to Aboriginal Power and Fair Use for using this video. It's fair use. Shout out to him. His channel. I got this from him. Him and Amani Bay. They drop science on here.
As you see here, there's fifth oil well. At that particular time, was producing 1,000 barrels per day.
And who owned this particular oil well company?
Okay, let's go right back so you can see the names. Okay, this couple here, Mr. and Mrs. Ragsdale. Okay. Let's go back to this so you can see the names here. Okay, you see that? Mr. and Mrs. L.E. Ragsdale. Their first farm home in Bristol, Oklahoma.
They're in Bristol,
Ragsdales.
Oklahoma. 1920s. Look who they is. Oh, that's a brother and sister coming out of there.
So this particular well, number
This
5
there.
produced 1,000 barrels per day. Number 4.
Number 5
you see,
produced
was a
1,000
gusher.
barrels.
Okay.
Their number 4 well is a gusher.
And their number 1 well produced 4,000 barrels. So we had the fifth, number 5 producing 5,000.
Millionaires.
Number 1 producing 4,000.
Back in the 20s, nigga.
4 was a gusher, right? Which means so this is incredible.
Crazy.
During this particular time. This is one of their wells. They're gonna, right here.
Look at this well.
There's Mr. and Mrs. Ragsdale there.
You know how much resources it take to build something like this?
Yeah, one of their wells.
Ain't no slaves can do this, or no former slaves.
Now remember, family, this is nearly 100 years ago.
Now,
from the point of when you survey
look at that
oil under the ground to digging for it, setting up the infrastructure to have the well.
Listen to what he finna say.
It takes not 1 year, it takes decades to get to the point where you first recognize that there's oil in the ground. To this point could take 30 years.
That's crazy.
At least 20 years. And we're looking at the year right now, 1925 right now. So to get to this point, they would have had to started this in the 1880s.
Yeah.
To get to this point here.
Look at that. They family already was doing that in the 1800s. Like I pulled up the records about my family, Levi May, farm owners like that in the early 1800s when they was talking about Harriet Tubman was supposed to have been out here, them fake lying stories. This what we was doing. And ain't no way You could be no African a slave and then be slaved in America and be free and then get on some land and then oil come out and claim it. Man, ain't no way. With them stories they said they would have just took that. You know what I mean? That's because these niggas right here is the niggas that's been here forever in America. And they families passed down these oil rigs or something. Or passed down this land.
Now we hear a lot of stories about um, um, melanated individuals who were slaves, who didn't have land, weren't recognized.
Look at that nice house.
All these stories we hear. Now this is their home, one of their homes.
Bricks all up and down. And I seen
The
footage
other
of
building that
them
we just
building
seen,
them.
what was it, like a work office for them that was real close to the oil rig?
I seen
The one
videos
in
of
the
they
ship
building
that we
houses
seen?
like this and
Yeah,
building bigger
exactly.
buildings.
Yes.
Okay, it's like a work office.
Look how
All
big
right.
the house is on the side.
Right. Now
That's
look
The
like
at
the
house
shit
ain't
niggas staying in
immaculate
now.
though.
and
Look,
then
they
they got a
got
little side house.
corridors out there
Um,
with sheds and stuff.
and then they
Look
are
at that.
coming up
Oh,
very
look at
close.
Big Mama. Yeah, look at
So
your great granddaddy now.
oil barons
Boy,
and land owners.
land owners,
Okay.
these is millionaires in
Right. So now let's
1925.
go to
You don't come from no slaves and no bums.
film
Where y'all
number
get that
2.
from?
Show this here.
Look at them in them
So,
cars.
many of you, I don't know, there could be maybe descendants of the Ragsdales, right?
I'm gonna pause it right here on my video and get to some more points. I'm gonna pass by talking because I don't want to make this video too long. I'll be right back with some more of this good information about your peoples. Okay, I'm back. This another family with an oil well right here.
Go to the 8-minute mark on here.
Oh, look at them. Oh, look at that fat car.
Okay, it's coming up here shortly. This will be
Oh, look at that,
okay.
bro.
Farm home of Mr. and Mrs. J. Roberts. One of their oil wells.
One of their oil wells.
Listen here. Look at this.
1,000 acres. Nigga,
Okay.
in 1927
Not allotted 140 acres.
in Oklahoma.
80 acres. 1,000 acres.
And that brother standing there.
Which means they had an oil field.
1,000 acres. It wasn't no 40 acres. It wasn't no 80 acres. Nigga, that's 1,000.
1,000 acres. That's a lot of land.
Look who got them 1,000 acres. Look at these people with the 1,000 acres. Putting flowers on the porch. Freshed up. Look at Mr. Roberts up there fresh. Look at that nice ass house.
I said it many times.
Look at him.
In the fictitious world, debating with people because a real American
Look at that brother.
has land. A real American has land.
Look at them sisters.
From their ancestors. Okay,
look at them houses and buildings. Look at that big ass house. Look at that.
Right.
1927.
Property.
They ain't getting bothered.
And they dressed to the T too. Look at them.
Look at them threads.
Nicest threads. Nice car.
Boy, that's a Bentley back then or something, nigga.
Okay,
That's the millionaires.
Imagine having an oil well in one of your properties in the backyard.
On the side
Look,
of your house.
you got chickens.
Like another piece of your farm.
Boy, look at your
chickens,
people.
You got oil, you got fruits.
Okay, now, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna move to film number 11.
I'm gonna pause it till they get to the point. All right, I'm back. Back with some more information. Right here, it's the People's Hotel and Cafe. You see what I'm saying? What year this say? It's in the 20s or something. But it's in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and these while they was talking about, oh, your people couldn't eat at these restaurants or drink out this fountain. We own this shit. We owned it, the
So
hotels and restaurants and all that.
this here. So this is the People's
And the
Hotel
20.
and Cafe in the city on 316 North 2nd Street, Fuller, Muskogee, Oklahoma. And it's August 4th, 1925.
1925.
So we just need to see a lot who were the Muskogee, who were, controlling industry, who
Controlling
had land,
industry.
um, and we have this evidence as proof of who's who. So this is it. Now this is a residence. Now this is attorney H.T. Walker
Residence,
and his family.
eternity, and his
This is,
family.
this is their home in Muskogee. An attorney.
Oh, look at them brothers. Look at his family. That's a brother. They own the hotels, cafes, they attorneys. Where that slave shit at? Where all that weed shall overcome, and when I used to hear them songs, it used to make me mad.
Their smile. Because
Yeah, look at the happiness in their smile.
they were landowners, contributing individuals to their nation and society. They just had a different look, kind of like a sparkle. You notice that, family?
Yeah, they tricking y'all, man. They tricked us out of our land. They tricked us out of our heritage. They tricked us out of our greatness. And y'all keeping the trick going. Y'all just keeping it going.
So-called Negroes who were kicked out of the nation.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at these landowners. Look at his brother. Owners. Big nice houses.
Nice house. They dress nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very, very valuable footage because without this evidence, people can spin the narrative.
Look at that little girl.
Any which way, right?
These are attorneys, business cafe owners, oil owners. All these people was millionaires and thousandaires.
Over to now, it's interesting. A lot of people.
I'm gonna pause it.
Only know.
I'm gonna pause it. Wait till it get to a point and bring it back because I don't want to make this video too long. Now, right here, they about to talk about Tulsa, and they said Tulsa was destroyed and burnt and all that. I don't believe it. And then here goes some proof.
Okay, now we're going to move over to. Now, it's interesting. A lot of people basically only know mostly about Tulsa, right? And then the story we're told is that Tulsa was destroyed and never recovered, basically. So
listen to him clear.
But that's just not true.
That's not true.
So,
I never seen this video, and I've been made my Tulsa video.
After 1921, because they rebounded.
Yeah, look at Tulsa after
This is some
1921.
beautiful footage, though. If you just sit back and admire, you got to realize what you're looking at here is already established. The taking place of a lot of this would have took place 20, 30, 40, 50 years prior to this, pushing it in the 1800s.
Yes.
When they say that you were slaves, So a lot of this stuff was already going, looking similar to what we see on film. That's just happening in the early 1800s, just as well as
the clothing stores.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share this around on all your
Look at that building right there.
This is the new YouTube
Look at them buildings.
Like I said, my original channel
Look, this is a school.
We'll be live streaming on this channel for 90 days. So y'all gonna want to hit the like button.
All melanated people. All melanated. Look at them men with them suits. Look at them cars. Look at that little boy melanated people.
Okay, so this is Tulsa.
Look, Dunbar Agriculture Gardens, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Back thriving again. So this is the
It ain't never stopped thriving.
It's 1925, right around there.
And the uprising happened in 1921.
Exactly.
And this is where the first terrorist attack happened. This
the
is
fake terrorist attack,
right?
4 years, yeah.
4 years after.
Back thriving. So this is the Dunbar Agriculture Garden School. Okay?
You know what another point this making? I told y'all.
So let's look at this footage.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause it for. I told y'all our people ain't do all that school in this new school, this Chittum Greek school shit we living under now. No, this the type of school we did. We learned agriculture. We learned how to build buildings, learn how to build them brick buildings. We learned how to build cars. We learned how to build airplanes. We learned how to do stuff like that. And it's about to be proof of it. And it's proof of my video. This about to prove two videos I made. My video I said, fuck school, disproving on that one, and disproving my other video about Tulsa burning. It said Happy Memorial Day or Tulsa Burning Day. Watch that video. I talked about this, man, months ago. One little add power and Monty Bay coming with this. Look at these. Look at the people. Look at the teachers. Then the teachers and the principals and stuff right there. Oh, look at the students. Look at those kids. They don't look like no slaves. They smiling, laughing. Everybody walking around got suits on. Look at them out there in that land. Look at all that land. Look at those buildings back there. Look at those houses and buildings. Where was those huts and them slave quarters? Oh, they got buildings back there for schools. Look at them kids learning agriculture. They stole this from us, dog. They took this away from us and gave us algebra and all that bullshit. Physical ed and all that. And this real physical education.
So
Man,
you saw that there.
look at them babies.
Tulsa's back, thriving.
Look at that boy. You know, baby, that's a big man out there, boy.
Tulsa here.
Oh, Rose, this a new channel, brother.
Thought Tulsa was
This is
burning.
the backup channel. This is Aboriginal Power News. Make sure you hit the
I'm gonna pause it, wait till you get back in, and I'm gonna come right back when they showing some more of this. Okay, here goes some more footage of Tulsa after the burning, what they so-called burning. Look at that. Look at that brother.
They're thriving here. You know, with any great people, you know, you can knock them down, they'll get right back up. You know.
No, we were never knocked down. That was a lie, man. Look at them soldiers out there playing them horns.
Okay, so this is the headquarters of Security Life Insurance Company. And a few
Headquarters of the Security Life Insurance Company.
August 20th, 1925.
1925 Tulsa.
Life Insurance Company, so they're
4 years after the burning. Come on, man.
Very, very productive.
Look at them brothers. Oh. Look at them boy. Look at them suits, campaign hats. Oh, look at them brothers. Oh, look at that brother. Fresh as. Oh man, they don't look like no slaves whooped up to me. Oh, look, owner health insurance companies. Come on, man. Security Life. Look at them brick building. They built that. Look at that nice ass building. They built that by hand. Autogenous one got a video showing them building this in the 20s, building buildings like that.
Attention about the issue at Tulsa 1921. I think it was an in battle.
Listen up.
Remember, I showed footage that Muskogee had their own military base, and we saw that footage before. And I think it was maybe an internal battle. It's not what they told us.
Ooh, you hear that? An internal battle. Look at all these people was Negroes. Look at they got them flags. Look at these flags. That's our flags. They got the stuff on the building. These all is melanated people. Look at the soldiers. Look at the melanated man on the horse. Look at the soldiers. We had our own armies.
I think the story is what they told you about these pale skins coming in, bombing shit. I believe
it didn't.
It was more internal as well.
Yeah, it didn't.
Because
they couldn't.
If they came in there and destroyed, and they had so much virile hatred and wanted to just suppress them, so they're gonna just let them build back up again?
Right.
Freely?
Right. That shit don't make sense to a fool.
Right?
Look at us. We out there having whole parades, buses full of niggas, armies, all that. Get out of there. Well, we come from greatness, man. Look at them big chariots. Look at that.
So
Look at that. What is that?
let's go look at this
Carrying Negroes. Look,
chariot. You're going
they
to
sitting up there getting carried.
trickling down on landholders. Okay,
Landholders.
that's what we're dealing with here, landholders.
Look at that.
Now let's go to film 22.
I don't know what you finna come with next, but look at that. Look at say the hunt for the land patents. You know, look for your land patents. They talk about ancestors. I ain't into that spiritual faith. Worship the ancestors. No, man, look into your ancestors for real while you here and get your shit back if you can. You know, I ain't really looked into it like that to see to get nothing back or nothing. But I seen that my great grandfather Levi May was one of these type of niggas. But he was before them because he was in the 1800s. And they said he had land and all that shit and farms and all that, man. So look into your people, man. You know, and my pops told me that his on his mother's side they own what's it called, plantations in Louisiana. You know, and if them niggas own plantations, that mean they own, you know, cotton fields. They even on this video, I ain't gonna show all that because I ain't got enough, you know, time to do it on this phone. But they showing cotton fields and they showing the owners and the niggas out there in the field. Man, they out there smiling with sweet ass suits on. My man, he got a donkey or a horse or something going out there running through the field. And the other niggas doing a little something in the field, but it ain't looking like no slavery because they said these the people that own it. They planted them crops. They planted cotton crops. So man, you all come from greatness, man. We come from greatness, man. We don't come from no slaveries. We don't come from no African Americans, man. Ain't no way you can be no African and be thriving, building whole buildings in America, man. Back then, if they was just slaves and getting whipped in the 1800s, come on, man. That wasn't even 30 years later. And them niggas got buildings and owning oil rigs and owning and millionaires. Come on, that don't make sense. If it was like that, and the niggas went on the land, if it was like all that getting whooped and roots and all that, and if a nigga did stumble up on some land and it was oil field, man, that bitch would have got took from you. How it is on the movies, he'd have got whooped up, killed, and everything. No, man, they couldn't because this your land. And if why it ain't no Native Americans in Muskogee? They talking about Muskogee and all that. Them Indian names. It wasn't no Native Americans on that video. Them fake Native Americans with them funny clothes and all that. Hi, ya, ya. Because them people came after that. They was just making them up, and they stole a lot of land. You don't know no Native American oil owners and shit like that. They own casinos and stuff. Now they gave it to them. That's because it's now. But these was the real millionaires. We was the Muskogee and all that. We was in Tulsa doing all that. We was in Alabama, the Alabama running all that, starting all that, man. We was all over America. So, and that's just a little proof, man. I got more videos to come about stuff like that, man. But I love to see that, man. We come from greatness, man. We don't come from no slaves. And my grandma was born around them times, 1925. So she seen greatness and stuff like that. And that's why when I asked her, I'd be like, when I back in the day I said that slave stuff and she went off on me. I don't come from no slaves. Wait, we don't come from no slaves. Where looked at me dead in my eyes and said, where you get that from? Like she didn't understand. She looked at she said, boy, is you a Muslim or something? We fell out laughing, dog. Everybody at the table, we started dying, even me. I could see, boy, where you get that from? We wasn't no slaves. We from here. We from no Africa. They ain't never heard of that, man. They know they come from greatness. No, but one love, family. I'll shoot another video later. And have a good Sabbath.